Pogo Physio on the Gold Coast, Australia, presents Amazon bestseller, You Can Run Pain-Free, a physio's 5-step guide to enjoying injury-free and faster running. Written by Brad Beer, narrated by Brad Beer.
Dedication. This book is dedicated to the thousands of runners who throughout my career have trusted me with their physical health and performance. It's been my great pleasure to help you unlock your true running potential. May you continue to experience lifelong pain and injury-free running. This book is also dedicated to you, the individual who pushes through the resistance in order to put your running shoes on and go for a run. Even when it's dark, when it's cold, and when it's hot, when you don't feel like it, when it's raining, or when you're tired. Why? Because you recognize that running gives life. Run on. May running add life to your years and years to your life. Chapter 1. Moving from injury to an emphatic physio. Part 1. My story. An injury-laden youth. My first recollection of being awestruck by someone running was when I was 12 years of age. I was in front of the television watching the Tui's Blue Triathlon series. This series, which started in 1992 and ran for the better part of 8 years, had exploded onto the triathlon scene in Australia and captured the imagination and interest of the sport-loving nation. In later years, the series would become the St George Triathlon Series, before its last iteration as the Accenture Triathlon Series. In those early days, the triathlete I was most enamored with was Brad Bevan. Brad was a multiple Australian and World Series triathlon champion. He was an all-rounded and highly gifted athlete. And he had a cool nickname, the Croc, because, growing up in far north Queensland, he used to complete his swim training in a creek that was home to a large crocodile. I would sit transfixed as I watched Brad lead from the front in the majority of races that comprised each round of the multiple round triathlon series. The races were normally short and very fast, and therefore full of excitement and drama. Brad attacked races at every chance he got, claiming victory after victory and back-to-back series titles. Brad's run leg was blistering fast. However, it was his unrelenting intention to win every contest that made watching this great athlete so exciting. Brad's dominance in this series cemented him firmly as one of Australia's favourite sporting heroes. He was certainly mine. The viewing of the series and my desire to be the next Brad Bevan had me hooked on the sport of triathlon. I'd found a childhood hero who I earnestly wanted to emulate. Over the next 7 years, when asked by career teachers and well-meaning adults what career path I wanted to take, I told all of them that I was going to be a professional triathlete. Could I even make a living from it? Was it even a sustainable lifestyle? I didn't know. I certainly hadn't researched the life of a professional triathlete to determine if it was even viable. I simply loved the sport. My sole intention was to emulate the feats of my childhood sporting hero, Brad Bevan. I saw the first step of reaching Bevan's heights as becoming a professional triathlete. Fortunately for me, my ambition was bolstered by some natural talent for endurance sport. I performed well at school, cross-country and swimming carnivals, rode a bike well in local cycling races, and even went on to make state representative triathlon teams. My dream of becoming a professional triathlete seemed to have some merit. I seemed to be laying the groundwork for making this my career. Even as an adolescent, I knew that in order for my dream of becoming a professional triathlete to become a reality, I needed to be focused and committed to training. Fortunately, along with my natural ability, I did not lack ambition, motivation, or self-discipline. I had no trouble getting up early on the sub-zero winter mornings that were common in Grafton, the country town I grew up in. Nor did I mind walking through freezing cold paddocks to get to the main road so I could get a lift from a fellow swimmer's father to go swim training at the local indoor pool. My progress toward achieving my goal of becoming a pro triathlete was not to be derailed by the cold mornings or early training sessions, or by the lack of commitment that derailed so many promising junior sporting careers. Instead, the greatest difficulty I experienced as an aspiring junior triathlete was the frustrating challenge of recurring and excessive running-related injuries.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?